won't hate you in the least. We of the modern world, we're very open-minded.
But an open mind exists to be shut around an idea that is true, and some of you have some difficulty with true ideas these days, don't you?
Be that as it may, you have yet to tell us what you thought of the Bible. First of the Hebrew Scriptures, and then please tell us about the New Testament.
All right, the Hebrew Scriptures first.
Yes.
As I say, I was not entirely surprised at their notion that there was one God. We had what you might call a premonition about that, even in Athens. But to think that this one God made everything out of nothing? That is astonishing.
Wait a second. All cultures have creation myths. The Greek gods created and ran the universe.
Thomas, our God simply shaped or molded the world out of stuff that was already there. But to think that the single unitary God made everything out of nothing, that astonished me, and that came at the very beginning. And then, not only that, to think that the single unitary perfect God was a person, that he had a will, or what you might call a personality. Even that's astonishing. For instance, the God of the Jews loved. He loved his creation. He loved his people. He loved them so much that he gave them a series of ethical laws to follow, which they loved, though they had difficulty following them. The whole thing was a relationship of love, and yet love exists in time. Love is a process. Young people realize that. And yet how can a God who is both outside of time and the creator of time operate in a process in time? And yet that apparent contradiction prepared me to a certain extent, as it must have prepared the Jews for the ultimate surprise of what you call the incarnation.
Wait, now you're moving ahead. I want to hear more about the Jewish God, God the Father, Yahweh. What else did you learn about him?
His goodness, for one thing. I had always known that the true God would be perfectly good, but the goodness of the God of the Jews seems somehow related to the goodness of the deeds he commands us to perform. Be ye holy, as I, the Lord your God, am holy, as he tells his people in the book of Leviticus.
Why do you see the importance of that point?
It meant that I was right and Euthyphro was wrong. Euthyphro said that a thing is good because God wills it. I said God wills